Third stimulus check and third stimulus package. It's Biden's stimulus. It's coming around January 20th. Finally, all the incredible stimulus of your dreams is coming to reality. The $2,400 of SSI and SSDI has to pay multiple stimulus checks, FPC retroactive. Oh, so much incredible, delicious stuff. But in this video, I'm going to go over how you apply, what you should expect, what are the routing times. You all know you got to be a purple hawk. You have to pounce and get this money as soon as it goes live because it's all diminishing funds. They don't have unlimited sums of funds for everyone. You need to be first in and first out because you're a purple hawk. This is a great afternoon recording. I'm so excited. You're finally getting all the stimulus of your dreams under third stimulus package and third stimulus check. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is third stimulus check and third stimulus package Biden stimulus, which starts around January 20th. It's a lot of stimulus, and it'll carry you for several months. There's going to be fourth, fifth, and sixth stimulus as well, but this is the monolith. This is the monstrous one that's going to come in late January. It's going to be $3 to $7 trillion of stimulus, so you got to subscribe. Because over the next few weeks and continuing until June, I will be showing you how to get the stimulus. The application, the questions, the answers, where you go, the links. I will be sitting here and helping you get the money. I'm not going to just be reporting they went live with PPP, News at 11. No, I'm actually going to help you get the money. I'll be going live, answering your questions, so make sure you subscribe. Also, hit the alert button so you don't miss when I go live. Meantime, if you want to be a member, join and become either a Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or a Calcino VIP. Thank you for the several hundred people who already became one in just the last few hours when it went live today. Really exciting. And also, like this video. In this video, I'm going to go over everything you need to get ready for under third stimulus package. What's important to understand is that a lot of these things that I have seen before in first stimulus package went live, and in 5 days they were gone. They ran out of money. And so I don't want you to be one of those people who say, wait a second, it ran out of money? I've been waiting 6 months for this thing. How did it run out of money so long? What you need to know is what the program is, how you apply, what are the questions, what are the answers? Because as soon as it goes live, you need to be ready to just storm right in and get it and be first out the door. You don't want to be figuring out what the things are after it goes live. Wait a second, what do I do? You need to know exactly what you do when it goes live. So get that pen and paper ready, and let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news is that third stimulus check and third stimulus package is just around the corner. Joe Biden's been working on it privately for weeks, and you're going to see it introduced to the House, then introduced to the Senate. And I got to predict for you the following thing. It's going to be very quick. It's going to be very abrupt. Why? Because what's going on right now in the House and Senate is they have a lot of problems with issues like impeachment and 25th Amendment. They're going to be dealing with all that for the next 13 days. And then as soon as Biden's in, he has an emergency for stimulus. He needs to get the stimulus right out. So they're not going to sit around and just debate these things very quickly. He's going to say, this is what I want, Nancy. She's going to put it for a vote. It's going to pass in the House. It's going to go right to the Senate. It's going to pass in the Senate. And it's going to go out and you're going to be like, wait a second, what just got passed? And they're like, what gets passed? And I'm going to look at it, and I may be surprised. There may be items in there that I didn't think were going to be in there. So let me tell you initially what Biden says is going to be in there, and then what Pelosi has always said that she wants in there. There's a difference, and I'm going to go over that right now. Biden wants in there something for SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, and veterans benefits. This is an automatic thing. You don't have to do anything. So if you're a donut guy and doesn't like to do anything, just eat your donut, this is for you. It's $200 a month on top of your existing benefits from now to December, 12 months of add-ons. Now, there's two ways they can do it. They can either do it February to January next year, that's 12 months, or they can do February to December and give you the January retro because they're not going to get you the January $200 add-on by late January. You already receive your Social Security check, for example, by then. Then they want to give you a lifetime upgrade of up to 20%, and they want to give you a new benchmark. That benchmark you'll see the impact of at the end of the year. This is the first thing. It is automatic. You don't have to do anything. But what I want you to do is I want you to get a piece of paper and a pen. I've been saying this all the videos. I'm going to continue to say it. On that pad, I want you at the top say second stimulus package, and put under the second stimulus package items from the video before this that you think you want to get. Listen, and you put in there, I think I want this one, this one. If you're not sure, still put it down so that you focus in on it. If you don't like it, then cross it out and focus on the next ones. Now, in you're watching this video, put third stimulus package on the piece of paper and start to put items. So if you're on Social Security, put the $2,400. And if you really like it, put a star. If it's something that's, you're not on Social Security, then you cross it out. Okay, the next thing that's automatic, multiple stimulus checks. Everyone would get the multiple stimulus checks, even if you are on Social Security and you got the $2,400. How many multiple stimulus checks? How many checks? How many months? What's the amount? I don't know. You're asking me to read tea leaves. I believe it's going to be several checks. And I believe the checks are going to be at least $2,000. I mean, that's the best I can say. I would believe there's going to be at least 3 checks of $2,000 because the pandemic's going to go to at least June. It could go longer. So, I mean, yeah, that's 6 months from now. I got it. But it should be at least 3 checks, $2,000 per person. Will this get a check? Everyone's going to get a check. So this is not 2020 where we exclude that type of person. We exclude this type of person. The answer is just yes. I don't even think I even need to go through all the permutations. Well, yes. Answer is yes to everything on the stimulus check. Also automatic. Don't have to do anything. But I do believe that under Biden, they're going to fix that non-filer filing, that non-payment of the $600 stimulus check. They're going to make it easier to ensure you. Mnuchin was not good on making sure people get checks. He was just like, it's out. Deal with it. It's just, Yellen is not that type of person. She is very, very tough. So she wants to make sure you get the check. So you're going to see better mechanisms to ensure you get the check. And everything else that you've heard before, not taking off a child support, not taking off a debt collections, the same thing is going to be the same thing around this time. All right, those are the only 2 automatic items under third stimulus check and third stimulus package. Everything else you have to be a Purple Hawk on. What is a Purple Hawk? A Purple Hawk is someone who descends and takes the money as fast as they can take it. They've been waiting, line in wait to get that money. They know what it is, where you apply, how you get it, what are the terms. They got the forms ready. Their tax return if they have to have it ready. They have everything ready. They're ready to go. They're ready to take that money as soon as they can get it. What are the items you should be ready to get? Hazard pay. First one off the bat. Are you going to apply or the employer going to apply? I don't know. I don't know how Joe's going to do it. You got to cross your fingers and just hope it's that you apply, not the employer. Pelosi's bill from the spring of last year, HEROES Act, said the employer applies, not you. You saw 7,000 videos from me saying it's horrible. Don't do it that way. I just hope they don't. The amount of hazard pay, $10,000. The realm of eligibility, January of last year, all the way up to 60 days after the pandemic, up to $10,000. Essential workers, very, very broad. The best thing that the most important thing I can tell you about hazard pay right now, I haven't made this video for a while. I did it maybe almost 4 months ago, is I did a video where there was a state hazard pay in Georgia and another state hazard pay in, I think it was like South Carolina. And it was a big one. It was like $45 million in the state for hazard pay. They went live on a Monday. By Tuesday, it was gone. How would it go? How was it gone in a day? Because there were 3 hospitals in that state that had 5,000 employees. And the hospitals ready to pounce like their own Purple Hawk. 5,000 employees, they ate up all the money in 10 seconds. Yes, that is a reality when you're talking about national hazard pay. You're just worried that these big corporations will just descend and take all the stimulus hazard pay before the small person pounces. So that's why you got to be a really good Purple Hawk on this one. All right, EIDL grant. Oh, baby. If you've not watched Overnight's LALATE, it's every day at 1 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on this channel. It's archived, so if you missed the video, it's on Overnight's LALATE. The EIDL grant will come back. There's a little bit more guidance from SBA. This is brand new on their website today. The EIDL grant will be at sba.gov. It's not there yet. It actually says it's not here yet. So don't start applying for things. I applied for, it's not there yet. It says it's not there yet. Let me explain something about the EIDL grant, which we now see a little bit more clarity about. If you got $1,000 per employee under the EIDL grant in 2020, you will get the remainder of your $10,000 EIDL grant. Number one, if you applied for the EIDL grant and got denied for the loan, you will get the $10,000 EIDL grant now. The last one, I don't know the answer to. If you applied for the EIDL grant and didn't get it, but did get an EIDL loan, or you applied for the EIDL loan when there was no EIDL grant, which was how that's been for a couple months now, will you still get an EIDL grant? My presumption is you won't. Let me explain why. The EIDL grant is an advance on the loan. So if you actually got the loan but never got the grant, there's a big universe of confusion for this. Let me explain this. It doesn't make sense, so I have to go really slow. It literally makes no sense. The grant is supposed to be part of the loan given to you for free. So if your loan is $10,000, the grant is $5,000. They give you the grant. Here's the grant, $5,000, of which the loan, they give you the remainder, $5,000. They haven't done that right. In some cases, they give them the loan first and then the grant afterwards, and people don't understand, well, it's not an advance, it's coming after the fact. Trust me, I've done 5,000 videos about how this makes no sense. So are people who got a loan but never got a grant still going to get a grant? I don't know. There's so much lack of logicalness of how they're doing things in the last year. That's all going to change when Javier Carranza's gone. The SBA had. It's all going to change. PPP will be back. And then FPUC retro. Yes, Biden's going to do FPUC retro. $600 a week back, and he's promising at least, to July 25th. Now, let me explain. If you were unemployed from July to December, you're going to get this FPUC retro. It makes no difference if you're employed now. It's whether you are unemployed and receiving unemployment benefits from July to December. Let me give you an example. If you were unemployed from July to December and certified for benefits every week and got paid every week for UI from your state, let's say $150 every week, but then suddenly in December you got hired and have a job and you're no longer on unemployment, you will still get FPUC retro to go on top of your UI from July to when you stopped being unemployed, which is December. That's 20 weeks, $600. Yeah, it's $12,000. Let's see if Joe Biden stays by that promise. It's a lot of money. Hazard pay $10,000, that $10,000, that $20,000, EIDL $10,000. You see how these things are sort of adding up. CDC grant and Lifeline grant. CDC grant and Lifeline grant are Pelosi HEROES Act items that are not mentioned by Biden in transition papers. So I don't know if they're going to survive. CDC grant we know very little about. It's for essential workers. It sounds like hazard pay. The amount is unclear. It's underwritten by CDC. Lifeline grant, $50,000 up to $50,000 if your cost of goods sold on your 2019 tax return, line 2, is $50,000. If your cost of goods sold is $5,000, you get $5,000. It sounds like an ideal grant. So why do they have two things that sound exactly the same? Not clear. Will it survive under Biden? I don't know. Again, that's a Pelosi instrument, not a Biden instrument. Finally, rent, mortgages, and student loan debt. Oh, yes. On day one, on January 20th, you're going to presumptively see a executive order I've been reporting. I believe that on day one, you can see executive order from Joe Biden with 3 items: eviction moratorium until the pandemic's over, mortgage forbearance until the pandemic's over, and student loan debt forgiveness. Yes. The mortgage forbearance and this eviction moratorium may be different than the one you currently see now. They may simply, you can't do it. End of discussion. You don't have to fill out paperwork. So much across the board. I think I got it all for you. But that's what we see so far. There could be a lot more stuff. Again, I'm predicting the third stimulus package is going to be somewhere between $3 to $7 trillion. I believe it's going to be closer to $5 trillion. It just shocks the senses, as you've been hearing $500 billion for, almost a year. Now you're going to hear, 10 times that amount. Yes, absolutely. So with that, please subscribe. Go to the Funnies channel, subscribe. Also hit the alert button so you get alert when a new video goes live. I'm coming back with Purple right after this. And then Bean and Mitch. Also, like this video. And thank you for the new members. If you want to join as a member, hit the join button under this video. Become a Purple Hawk, or a Purple Powder, or a Calcino VIP. And with that, stay informed, stay focused, and I'll see you next on Purple.